Last week, the government issued a report, a very shocking report, that outlined recommendations for sweeping regulation and essentially censorship in Canada. Many of you watched my Facebook feed here as I responded to that report in the press gallery in Ottawa, and you can watch the video down if you scroll through my feed here. But today, one of Trudeau's ministers got onto one of the Sunday talk shows and came right out and said this. He said that they were going to require all media outlets or media outlets in Canada to have a government license. Look, I don't know what country I'm living in if we have a government that is trying to regulate who gets to publish what. I don't care who you vote for. Freedom of the press is something that separates us from authoritarian governments. It's one of the only things that does that. I mean, the Trudeau government last year, I think, went part of the way there with the print media bailout fund that, you know, they essentially select who gets money and who doesn't. But to go on a talk show, and you can watch this, it was CTV's question period with Evan Solomon, and he was asked, this heritage minister was asked full out, will you require government licenses? And he said yes. So this is where they're going. So just to put a little bit of a lens on it from what I'm looking at it from an Alberta perspective, the person who's in charge of this is Stephen Guilbeault, who has spent his entire life as a radical activist against the livelihoods of people in my province in the energy sector. So you can imagine that under this new Minister of Truth's doctrine, do you think that any of the issues in my province are going to get any attention under the media license regime of Justin Trudeau? To me, this is not just a freedom of speech issue, it's a national unity issue. And if this isn't something that makes people take to the streets to protest beyond political stripe and beyond partisanship, then I don't know what is. If you think that this is okay and it can't actually happen here, it just happened on national television. You know, over the last 4 or 5 years, I've watched Justin Trudeau slowly erode Canada's democratic institutions. But if you're sitting at home and you're saying that this is okay, or you have somebody who, you know, might totally hate the Conservative Party of Canada, I don't care. If you're not protesting this, if you're not viscerally just feeling like this is wrong and willing to speak out against it, then I like, you guys, what's left in Canada, really? I mean, that's the question that I have right now. Yes, we will require media to have a license. What does that even mean? Like, does that mean, like, I don't get to speak anymore? What is, like this is Minister of Truth level stuff, right? And the other thing is every media outlet in Canada should be speaking out against this, right? If we don't see, I just don't even know what to say. What I would say is this: share this video, go and look at the interview on CTV question period, read this report, read my response. I've been out all week on this. The report has everything from, one of the suggestions was this. It was that any news site that had an article that Canadians could read had to link to a government approved media site. What does that even mean? Like, what is that? So I raised that in question period this week. The response that we got was just atrocious. I've put together a very strong counter platform that you can read on my website, on the top of my Twitter feed. It's in any of my Facebook or YouTube feeds as well. But look, the Liberals have thousands and thousands of staff. I have 4. It's me and 4 people. So unless you guys get out and fight this, regardless of your political affiliation, I don't know what to say, right? I promise you I will keep fighting. That's my job. That's why you pay my salary. But at this point in time, if something as egregious as a government minister saying that they are going to government regulate the media doesn't get under your skin and doesn't get you motivated to go out and fight this, I'm not sure what will, right? I'm not sure what will. And I mean, again, in a moment like this, I go back and I think about my province. There's many people in my province that are questioning their place in Confederation. And if a man who has spent his life working against the jobs and livelihood in the people of my province just came out and said on a national television show today that he wants to and has the power to regulate and license who gets a license to be a media outlet in Canada, if that's not a cause to underscore the national unity crisis in Canada, I don't know what is. So if you believe in this country and you believe in the values it was founded upon, you will fight this. Share this video, get this word out, write to Stephen Guilbeault, this guy's, write to him, write to Justin Trudeau, but more importantly, use your platform while it still exists. All of you guys have the ability to do the same type of Facebook Live that I do. Put this word out to your friends and family and make sure that they understand that this is something that we've got to unite across political stripe and say, this is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. Working hard for you in Ottawa on a Sunday, always on a Sunday, these things, I gotta tell you, headed back to the office. Have a great day.